Welcome everybody, Jack here from Gingerbets and welcome to the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube show. This week it's the Travellers Championship, it's TPC River Highlands, and in this episode I'm going to be breaking down the course, the key skill sets required to lift that trophy come Sunday evening, and bringing you my best 5 outright selections. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is the format each and every week and it's proved successful over the past 18 months. We've found plenty of winners, plenty of close shaves, and also plenty of disappointing weeks, much like last week. That I can only apologise for. Awful picks, awful performance from the portfolio. I hold my head in shame. I do apologise, but we're going to bounce back better than ever this week, and I'm really confident about the portfolio that we're putting forward. So if you are new to the channel, may I encourage you to have a look in the description box below, because there you can register for the full Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly newsletter. There's so much more information than I can bring you in these short videos. This video is going to be wrapped up in less than 10 minutes, and in the detailed newsletter there's a lot more information that's going to support your golf betting needs each and every week. It's going to save you time, it's going to make you more informed, and it's going to give you an edge over the bookmakers. So let's get into this week's preview and let's have a look at TPC River Highlands, the course itself. It's a par 70 course, a traditional layout, 4 par 3s, 2 par 5s, the rest made up of par 4s, and some of those quite short in length. It is a short course, one of the shortest on the whole of the PGA Tour. In fact, it is the second shortest course on the PGA Tour at just over 6,800 yards in length. But don't let that make you think that this course can be overpowered. It can't. You have to lay up to certain points, which brings all player types into the mix this week. One of the most exciting things about this tournament, and the fact that I believe it gets a strong field each and every year, is the fact that any type of player can win at this venue, which leads me on to the key skill sets that are required this week. What are they going to be? Well, I've got some strong views, so stay tuned. I've got 5 of them coming up. Let's take it from the tee box. Well, first off, I'm going to look at tee to green performance as the foundation. We do this most weeks on the PGA Tour, but especially here at TPC River Highlands. It's a ball striking track and you need each and every part of your game firing, and you need to be dialed in from the tee box and on approach play and in and around those greens. So that's going to be the foundation of our research. A killer stat for me will be proximity from 125 to 175 yards this week. And the reason being is that a high percentage of shots will come from this range, more so than they do at other venues. Players, despite their length, are forced to lay up to certain parts of the fairways off the tee box. So whether you're Bryson Brooks, DJ or Rory, you're hitting to similar areas on the fairways, which means approach shots from 125 to 175 yards in length. Then want to look at par 4 scoring, because there's a lot of holes at this range of 400 to 450 yards, 8 of them in fact, and par 4 scoring has been a critical factor in determining success at this championship in past years. I see it no different this year, so I want to look in depth at players that really perform well on these short par 4s, 400 to 450 yards. I think 8 fall in that range this week. This is one of the most difficult courses on tour to get up and down from. It's ranked in the hardest 5 courses for the last 5 years on the PGA Tour, and therefore we're going to look at strokes gained around the green. And last but not least, we're expecting a really low score this week. It's never broken 20 under par since 1984 when this event started at TPC River Highlands. The Travellers Championship goes back a lot longer than that. But in the 30 years that it's been here at TPC River Highlands, it's never broken 20 under par, but it often gets to the high teens. I'm expecting 16, 17, 18 under par this week, and therefore birdie or better conversion rate will be the 5th and final killer stat for you to consider this week. So to recap, it's tee to green performance, it's proximity from 125 to 175, it's strokes gained around the green, it's par 4 scoring, especially looking at the 400 to 450 yard distance, and last but not least, birdie or better conversion rate over the last 36 rounds. Who's taking advantage of the opportunities that present themselves? Well, that's the course. That's the key skill sets. Outright picks coming your way. Let's see if we can go a little better than we did last week. Headlining the portfolio, I'm not willing to give up on him after his dismal effort last week. He's the man that I really do love. I think he's got a major championship in him one day. But it's his stats that I can't get away from. I'm willing to forgive last week's performance. Sun Jae-im, 33-1. He will headline the portfolio for the week. Ranked first in strokes gained off the tee. We know that strokes gained off the tee is an important factor each and every week on the PGA Tour. Second in good drives gained this over the last 24 rounds on short golf courses. Shows he's dialed in with the driver. He's an elite level driver. On top of that, second in tee to green performance on short courses over the last 24 rounds on tour. By short courses, I mean sub 7,200 yards in length. He's 7th in par 4 scoring. I'm willing to give him one more go. And Sun Jae-im at 33-1 will headline the portfolio for the week. Next up is a player that's making the short journey from the US Open where he finished in a top 10. He's got 3 other top 10s in his last 5 events worldwide. He's really dialed in right now, tee to green, and his approach play is also dialed in. He ranks 10th in strokes gained approach over the last 36 rounds on tour, 11th for tee to green performance, but it's the one weakness in his game that excites me. It's the flat stick. He's bounced back over recent weeks. He's gaining strokes with the flat sticks. He's high on confidence. He's in his hometown or just up the road, 2 hours away from where he was born in Boston. Keegan Bradley, 40-1. He will be the second selection of the week. Third selection of the week is another man that's in hot form right now, and his rise from the Corn Ferry Tour to the PGA Tour. He's got 3 top 10s in his last 6 visits worldwide, and that is something that I believe is an important factor coming into this tournament. You're going to have to show real good form. In terms of statistics, with his approach play, he's 5th in strokes gained, 10th in strokes gained approach over the past 24 rounds on the PGA Tour, 5th in par 4 scoring over the past 24 rounds on tour. He's ranked highly in par 3 scoring where he ranks 12th. He's dialed in with his irons. He's high on confidence. He's rolling his rock well. Davis Riley at 40-1. He was 66-1 when William Hill opened in the UK this week, and that was my standout pick of the week. Albeit he's not the headline selection, it's certainly the bet that I am most excited about going into this week. He's now 40-1, which is a fair price, and I'm not going to pass that over. Having passed over Matt Fitzpatrick last week, a player that I've tipped up 6-7 times over the past 18 months and been on him when he's placed on 5 occasions. I overlooked him because of the fact that his price was too short. I'm not willing to overlook Davis Riley because his price seems about fair. Fourth selection of the week, a US Open champion who's been in and out of form over the past 6 months, but I've seen some signs in recent weeks that he's returning to form. He loves these short courses. He loves Pete Dye tracks. He's got 2 top 10s here previously. He's gaining strokes with approach play in 4 of his last 5 events. He's gaining strokes off the tee in each of his last 5 events. In fact, his last 6 events. And he's a proven winner. And at 50-1, Webb Simpson will be the 4th and final pick of the week. Good luck with all your selections this week. Thank you very much for listening. Let me know in the comments box below who you think is going to take down the trophy this Sunday evening. Also, don't forget, sign up for the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly newsletter. All the details in the description box of this YouTube video. Like I say, it's well-researched information that's sure to save you time, sure to make you more informed, and sure to aid your golf betting every single week. Even if making your own selections, I'm sure there's nuggets of information in the newsletter that will help you have more informed choices every week and give you an edge over the bookmakers. Thanks very much for listening. Good luck with your selections, and bye from me.